What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It is Brandon from the Two Piece Mandem, and welcome back to another Premier League prediction, week 27. Jeez, it feels like such a long time since I've made these damn videos, man. Jeez Christ, like we've had 1 week off. There's some games that were just cancelled. I think there was one game, I think it was the Sheffield game that stood or something like that. And it's just so many games that have just been cancelled. It's just mad. It's just actually mad. A lot happened this week, a lot of upsets, a lot of good results, mainly upsets for me if you're a Chelsea fan, but yeah, just a lot of freaking upsets. And yeah, I'm just going to go straight into these games. It's just as simple as that, because I've got crap to do. It's bloody, what is it, 20 minutes past 6, let's just get into it. Alright, and also, right, don't forget to like the video, right, and click the subscribe button as well. For those that don't know, and I've said it in previous Premier League prediction videos, our goal is to hit 2K by the end of the year, so I'd appreciate it if you actually smash that like button and click that subscribe button as well. It really means a lot. Alright. Right, first game, as we know, I'm just going to go straight into the script. Chelsea versus Spurs. Now, I want to talk about the Chelsea game versus Manchester United, obviously. What I think of it, I thought it was bollocks. I thought we played the better football. We had more possession. We just didn't take our chances. That's what I believe it was. But I'm not saying this is. This is one of the reasons why we didn't get the point or anything like that. But I'm gonna go straight into it, right? So, first goal from Kurt Zouma. All right, first goal from Kurt Zouma. All right. Apparently, VAR ruled it out because Dave pushed Brandon Williams, even though Fred was the one that pushed Aspilicueta, causing him to go into Brandon Williams. It's basically a domino effect, and the fact that they ruled that out was complete bollocks. Like, I thought that was just absolutely ridiculous. Like, it wasn't Dave's fault. What are you supposed to do when you get pushed in the back and all that momentum obviously going to lead you pushing someone else into the back? And what annoyed me is that VAR didn't see Fred push Aspilicueta, so that's what kind of annoyed me. That's why I didn't understand. I thought that was absolute bollocks. But you know what I mean? That's football for you, United paying everyone. Then the second goal, well, you're not really giving the player the benefit of the doubt. I mean, come on, my man's a toe offside, bro. My man's a toe offside. Are you serious? You're gonna rule that out because my man has a toe offside? Like, he played so well, like in the last few minutes, Giroud, and it was a brilliant header, and you're gonna rule it out because a toe was offside? Like, are you actually serious? Like, what is VAR? What is, like, that makes no sense. I'm saying VAR should still be in the game, but it just doesn't make sense. Like, it's just used wrong. It's actually used wrong. The first goal should have stood, right? Second goal is controversial. I think you should give the striker the benefit of the doubt, considering the fact that he's only a toe offside. I mean, come on, man. Come on. Are you serious? And Michy Batshuayi, oh my God. He's literally the worst striker I've ever seen in the Premier League. He is literally horrendous, all right? I don't know why Frank Lampard started him. I don't know why he started Pedro in the first place. Pedro's pretty much done out, if I'm honest with you. But Batshuayi is actually horrendous. He had 2 sitters that he bloody missed, right? I generally don't want to see him play. We should have just sold his ass in January. We should have just sold his ass in January and stopped with Tammy and Giroud. Screw it, right? Because this guy is absolutely horrendous, all right? He literally he's that geezer that just scores in like the 90th minute and that's it, all right? I rate the fact that he scored the goal that won us the league, all right? But that's literally all he's done. I also rate the goal against Ajax that he scored and the goal against Atletico Madrid. But that's it. That's it. His overall play is absolute wank. Like, he just can't score. Like, he's just horrendous. All right. Giroud did more in the last few minutes of the game than Batshuayi did in the last freaking 5 games. All right. Batshuayi has to go. All right. Sell his arse in January. All right. Okay, Frank. Listen, just sell his arse. We need to buy a new striker or a new backup striker because he's just terrible, man. Like, he's just horrendous. Bun Batshuayi, man. Just bun him. Oh. He's just dead, man. And the whole play with Manchester United, man, fair play. They didn't really deserve it because we had most possession of the ball. We passed it around. I thought we were just so slow. Like when it came to the final third, we were just dead. Like Willian's first cross, Williams was just terrible in that game. He just didn't really do anything in that game. He wasn't really that direct with them. Pedro just ran his socks off, but didn't actually do anything. The only players actually rated in that game it was pretty much Kovacic, was it Jorginho, and I'd say, I don't know, Rudiger. But Rudiger, yet again, missed his man. He missed Harry Maguire's run, and then Harry Maguire obviously puts it into the back of the net. What's freaking new? Yeah, Harry Maguire should have actually been sent off. Should have been sent off. Right, VAR looked at that. Clearly kicked my man in his balls. How does he kick my man in his balls, right? With his studs, right? His studs are up, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. His studs are literally up, right? Kicks Batshuayi in his balls, okay? Literally kicks him in his balls, and for some reason, he still stays on the pitch. Like, that actually bemuses me. I'm looking at that and I'm thinking to myself, how on earth is he still on the pitch? That should be a red, alright? And it's intentional. It's intentional. You tell me he couldn't have held his freaking foot back. No, he's full of bollocks, alright? He's actually full of bollocks. We actually should have got we actually should have won that game 2-1. Because if Maguire was sent off, he wouldn't have scored that header, right? If the freaking first goal I should have actually stood. Second goal may be controversial, alright? But still, it was just bollocks. I think we just got shagged that whole game, but it is what it is. Moving on to Tottenham, which is basically a must game now because Tottenham are literally 1 point behind us, and if they beat us, they'll go above us, which I will be absolutely fuming about. And it's at Stamford Bridge, and the worst thing is I actually see Spurs winning, which actually annoys me. I see it coming, alright? I actually see it coming, alright? Spurs, the lucky bastards again, obviously scored. It was, I think, 94th minute against Villa. Was it Human Song? Obviously, Engels didn't know what a football was and wasn't able to freaking clear it. Pepe Reina was actually man of the match in my opinion. He was absolutely remarkable in that game. But then Heung-min Son, Tottenham get a lucky break and they put it into the back of the net. And it's just football, isn't it? It's absolutely football. For this game, I'm saying Chelsea 2, Spurs 1. I don't give two craps to anyone says. I don't care. I will never, ever, ever say Spurs will beat Chelsea. I don't care what anyone says. I'm a realist Chelsea fan going, okay? We have to beat these bastards, right? We have to beat them with all our might. I don't care, alright? Tammy may be out, Pulisic may be out. I don't care. Just do not start Batshuayi. If you want, Frank, listen to me. If you want to win, right? If we have any chance of winning, please start Giroud. Do not start Michy Batshuayi. He is wank. Alright, moving on to the next game. Crystal Palace versus Newcastle. Now, looking at Crystal Palace's last result, they obviously got murked 3-1 by Everton. So that just goes to show you that Crystal Palace are horrendous at home. Palace have only won 3 times in their last 17 games against Newcastle. So bloody hell, that bloody says a lot. Don't really see them progressing. Yet Newcastle haven't won any of their, they haven't won none of their games in their last 4 visits. So yeah, that says a lot. Obviously, they got murked by Arsenal. I think Newcastle actually played well in the first half. Didn't take their chances. It was basically Almiron and Saint Maximin against a whole back 4. Let's just be honest. Joe Linton was useless, so let's not even use him. There was Almiron and Saint Maximin against pretty much the whole Arsenal back 4. Everyone else, all the midfielders and everything like that, all those lot just sat back. Arsenal just took them apart in the second half, different momentum, different tempo, and everything like that. So yeah, Newcastle got rossed. Saint Maximin's effort hit the post as well. Yeah, I don't really see Newcastle getting a result against Crystal Palace. So for this one, I'm going to say Crystal Palace 2, Newcastle 0. Moving on to the next game, Burnley versus Bournemouth. Burnley's last game, yeah. Burnley, I think they're on a winning streak right now. They beat Southampton 2-1, so fair play to them. Moving on, looking at Bournemouth, obviously losing 2-1 against Sheffield United. But let's be honest, right? Bournemouth are never going to freaking win that. Let's be honest. Sheffield United have been on a good run of games. It looks looking like they're going to bloody get top 4. Do you know what I mean? So it's a bit of a madness, ladies and gentlemen. It's actually a madness. So yeah, I don't see Bournemouth getting crap from that game really. So I'm going to say Burnley 3, Bournemouth 0. To be honest. Moving on to the next game, Sheffield United versus Brighton. Yeah, like I said before, Sheffield United beating who was it, Bournemouth 2-1. Very, very good result for them. I think it puts them like sixth or fifth or something like that. Basically, they're just a few points behind us. Let's be honest, they're a few points behind us and a few points behind, again, Champions League. So, if anything, I think Sheffield United should win that. As for Brighton, in the last game, it was Brighton here. Brighton, oh yeah, Brighton. The last game they drew was at 1-1 with Watford. To be fair, that's actually a good result for them because I actually expected them to lose against this Watford team who haven't played decent this season. Horrible start to the season for Watford, but overall they did have a good run of games and a good set of wins. So yeah, I haven't really predicted this one if I'm honest with you, but for me I'm gonna say Sheffield 1, Brighton 0. The fact that it's at Bramall Lane, I feel as though Sheffield United will take Brighton's arse apart. So yeah, that's basically what I'm actually going for. So yeah. Moving on to the next game, Southampton versus the Villa boys. Now, Villa are just they're gonna get relegated. Let's be honest. I don't really see them staying up. I think they've just been ass majority of the season. Yeah, they're just so wide open defensively. Defensively, they're just ass. The last goal that they conceded was just absolutely atrocious. Yeah, it's just as simple as that, really. So I don't really see Aston Villa even getting a result against Southampton, especially with the last time they came. I think they lost 3-1 or 4-1 against Southampton at was it Villa Park? So yeah, for this one I'm gonna say Southampton 2, Villa 0. Moving on to the next game, which is actually a big game to be fair. Leicester City versus Manchester City. Leicester City drew with Wolves. They've been on a bad spell as well. They're still third, obviously, because we don't take our chances and we don't take opportunities, unlike teams like Leicester. But they haven't been on a winning streak for a while. They've been losing a couple of games, so a bit like us. But I don't know what's going on with Leicester. I knew the win streak would obviously just die down and decrease for a bit because that's just what happens in football. Let's just be honest. All right, only freaking great teams will keep that winning streak going and 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 going. I'm not saying Liverpool is an amazing side, but they have been great this season. But like I said with Leicester City, didn't really. To be honest with you, did I expect them to get a result against Wolves? I don't even remember, but it finished 0-0, which is kind of a fair result. It is very, very hard to get 3 points at the Monarch Stadium. I mean, bloody Man City now, because Wolves are just ridiculous. Manchester City, what was it in their last game? Man City haven't actually played yet. They haven't actually played their game yet due to the actual storm. The day that I'm recording this, they're actually playing tonight. I think it's against West Ham. So I'd actually like to see who's actually going to win that game. It'll be very, very interesting. Obviously, it's probably going to be Man City, but you know what I mean. But for them, when they do versus Leicester City, which I don't know when that is. I think it's this Saturday. I think it'll be on. I think there'll be no storms, anything like that. Hopefully, there's no storms because I do want to see some blood clot football. I'm going to say Manchester City 4, Leicester City 1. I don't really see Leicester City getting a result at all, if I'm completely honest with you. All right, moving on to the next game. Wolves versus Norwich. Wolves again getting a point against Leicester City. Good point for them. Leicester City have been amazing this season. They're currently third in the table. I think Wolves can do a lot more with the likes of Dama Traore and Raul Jimenez. And Norwich's form. Norwich actually defended pretty well and pretty decent against Liverpool, if I'm completely honest with you. I think they just got unlucky. Liverpool just had too much class and they were just going to break them down. So let's just be honest. Norwich are going to get relegated as well. So for this one, I'm going to say Wolves 3, Norwich 0. Manchester United versus Watford. Manchester United, of course, fair play to them against us. Obviously, they didn't play at no freaking amazing football or possession game football because, they pay the ref and everything like that. But other than that, they won the game and they got what they want. They won the game. It was a beautiful goal from Martial. Great play for Wan-Bissaka. Whips it into Martial. Martial, there was no heads it in the far post. There was no chance for Willy Caballero. Second goal, it was world class corner from Bruno Fernandes, and Harry Maguire loses Rudiger and heads it into the back of the net. So fair play to Manchester United. and fair play to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. I think they're going to beat Watford 2-1 if I'm honest with you. So yeah, Manchester United 2, Watford 1. Next game, Arsenal versus Everton. I feel as though with Arsenal, they won that game. That's a massive confidence boost. All right, it's a big momentum going into the next game. I was gonna say Everton would draw that, but I don't really see that happening. I think Arsenal play like bollocks in the first half, of course, defending a lot. But then second half, I don't know what Mikel Arteta said. Against some next inspirational, motivational speech. But overall, Arsenal in the second half were a much better side. Took them apart. Though, if you watch Haroon's review, you'll see it tells the fantastic 4-all score, and it was just as simple as that. They scored freaking 4 goals. So yeah, I think against Everton is going to be very, very tough for them. But I still feel as Arsenal will take the win. So 1-0 to the Arsenal, as people used to say, back in the day when Arsenal were actually good. So yeah, Arsenal 1, Everton 0. Then the last game, Liverpool versus West Ham. Liverpool are going to clout them again at Anfield. Liverpool are going to clout West Ham. So there's just no doubt about it. I don't really know what to freaking say about this one. Like, let's be honest, Liverpool haven't lost a game. They're going to clout them. And it's just as simple as that. All right. So final score for this one, I'm going to say Liverpool 4, West Ham 0. And that's the end of this Premier League prediction, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, that it was really, really short. Just had a lot of things to do. I've been busy recently, and it's just as simple as that. All right. I promise next week I'll probably make it a little bit longer or something like that. I don't know. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you leave a like, right? Click the subscribe button as well. I'll see you guys in a bit, and peace.